started in the middle of his hand. Because he was like holding a sword. I was like, what am I looking at right now?
Welcome, everybody. We're talking about how difficult it is to draw hands.
Yeah.
Because it is.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. If you are an artist and you have trouble drawing hands, like this video and share it.
And always add your proficiency boogie.
That's right. That's right. Welcome, everybody.
If you're in chat now, give us a show of hands.
Welcome to the stream tonight, everybody. This is episode, I believe, 47 of Kindred List. So we're climbing the ladder, almost to episode 50. We'll be approaching the big 5-0 here pretty soon, guys. It seems like yesterday we were just shifting from Storm King's Thunder over to this campaign, so it's been kind of crazy. So welcome, everybody. We do want to thank a couple of our supporters and sponsors really quick before we get started. We do want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also would like to thank our good friends at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for all their support. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in the Twitch chat, you'll get a quick link to where you can go to their storefront and buy some really cool RPG stuff. You can also use that coupon code at Little Dragon. Pro bonus will get you 10% off of your entire order. So make sure you go to visit those sites and make sure you check out everything that they have for you there, because they are super awesome. Think Little Dragons, their last couple of Kickstarters, I think they are all available on their website now. I think they took a little bit of time to get their stock built up, and I've been following them on Facebook for a while too, and on Twitter, and they've got a store. Their store is in Canada, and they've got quite an array of RPG stuff there. So make sure you check out their greater website. If you go to their Facebook page too, I think they have a link to like a Facebook page where they have all their in-store merchandise. It's pretty cool. Make sure you check them out. Last time that we were together, our group was headed through a dark and mysterious underground forest. They made their way to the Underdark, on their way to Menzoberranzan, to finally face Callista's family. To see what was up with all of this and what was going on, as it seems that her grandmother, the matron mother of this whole ordeal, has been after that iron flask that you guys came into possession of a long time ago. You guys made your way down into the depths, met a mysterious Dryad who kind of lured you to the forest, especially Vix, and presented him with a large purple gem, winning him over with the color purple. It seems they have there's a lot of that in common. They made their way into the forest and encountered some creepy cat-like beings with multiple legs and these tendrils that stuck out from their backs. And they had these eye appendages also that were sticking up from these tendrils. And after a short rest from defeating those, the party continued on. I believe you guys did take a short rest, if I'm not mistaken. I think you guys were teeter-totter and then decided, yes, let's take a rest.
We did. We did.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I dropped my arrow mental form because we were taking a short rest.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just making sure because it's been 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So,
I rewatched a little bit of it, so.
Excellent. So, we pick up now, all of you traveling. The other two Dryads that disappeared before that encounter have not come back. They haven't revealed themselves to be present with you guys anymore as you guys continue on. Only Mila, the one that seemed to communicate most with all of you, is continuing to stay with you and lead the way. You have not seen the presence of them thus far as you guys move back on. So the adventure is yours. We can either continue and fast forward a little bit, or you guys, if you guys want to talk about anything as a group, I will let you guys have some time here to do a little bit of RP amongst
I'm just doing active perception.
active perception. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. You can go ahead and roll a perception check then.
You suck.
Where's my druid die?
What about everybody else?
Molfen is going to just sort of keep his head on a swivel, looking for any signs of any sort of just weird magical or arcane junk going on.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana check for yours. What about the rest of you? Anything interesting that you would like to do or talk about, or?
Blood die.
Kind of lean over to Ashlyn while they're walking and like try to be out of the earshot of the creepy thing and be like, so, like, what's your take? All right, because you know how I feel about these things. Mom used to give me nightmares about those.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I trust being here at all. No. Yeah, no. If any tree tries to attack you, I will yeet you out of there and we will go run towards the surface, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, ugh. So many nights of being told that these things would steal me, that they would take me into the fairy world and eat my soul, and now we're just following them into the woods.
Yeah.
I hate
Don't
them.
say I like it either.
Ah. That's it. I just want to have a moment with Ashlyn.
Moment with Ashlyn. You got it.
God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The camera pans to Vix holding Mila's hand.
Oh, dear.
That's it. I love
God,
it.
about that.
I
And
believe
Silver's.
I think I
stressing
was, she
Diana
was holding
out.
mine
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No,
like,
no.
yeah, it was like the Wizard of Oz moment where you guys were like skipping ahead. That's awesome. What did you roll on your perception check, Callista?
I thought I rolled a natural 18, but it was a natural 13 plus 18, so that's 31.
Plus 18?
Apparently, that's what it is now at high level D&D.
Wow.
Wow.
It's strange. You're looking around and the whole time you've been in here, you just feel like you've been being watched the entire time. And it's just this sensation. There's no, like, you can't look out there and you can't pinpoint any one person hiding. Even with your high perception, looking around, you don't see like somebody lurking around a corner, like watching you. It's just this ominous pressure on you that you feel the whole time that you're here. That you just feel like something is keeping track of your every move.
I'm just gonna stick close to Dad at this point then,
Okay.
as we're getting further into the Underdark. She's not comfortable.
And you've seen absolutely no sign of the other two Dryads the whole time you've been walking and looking around.
All right.
Molfen, what did you roll in your Arcana check?
30.
A 3?
No, 30.
I was gonna say
Oh,
a 3. I thought that was impossible with you.
That's not possible.
It's like,
I rolled a 13, but I've only got a plus 17.
oh,
That's because I took that tome of wisdom,
Only a plus 17. Okay, so yeah, you're moving around. You're kind of getting that same vibe that Callista is, just from your arcane sense. Just overwhelming, otherworldly feeling about this place. It's, I guess it's peculiar because it's just very unfamiliar to you. You know, you've been to the Shadowfell, you've been to some other planes of existence before. Nothing seems to feel the same here. It just, I don't know. You do come across at one point where you're walking and you look to the left. And Callista, you'd probably pick up on this at time too, where you walk and then you turn your head for a moment and you walk a little bit more and you just looking around, you look at another spot and there seems to be like two of the tree, or a tree just kind of like, it either moved or it's like there wasn't a tree there. You turned your head back, and there's a tree there. In a spot where there was no tree before. But it doesn't look like it has legs. It wasn't like those massive tree ants that you fought before or anything like that.
Looking at it, it looks like a tree to me.
It looks
I don't say
yeah.
like it's not a shit.
It looks like all the rest. I mean, they're really withered and gnarled and grotesque looking
Actually,
trees.
that
but-
would make sense. Knowing that this place probably came from the Feywild. Things are probably a little... The rules are different here, I think. It's natural to the Feywild, not natural to here. And I'll just share that observation with Molfin.
What do we do to deal with it? Do we need to level the forest?
No, I don't think that's the way to go.
Well, I mean, they don't have legs. I don't know how else to stop them from moving.
I don't think they're gonna go far. I don't think they can leave the forest.
Right, but if they keep... What if we're just standing here going around in one giant circle with this camaraderie of fools leading us?
I'm assuming because they're native, they know how to get traverse. I feel like without them, we might be doing exactly that.
Fair enough.
Just based off stories I've heard.
And we're going to see the strange... what was the thing's name? Chumbawamba or something?
Something cash.
Chendrucash.
Catch me outside.
Yeah, cash me outside. How about that?
You win. You win, D&D.
Red. Good start of the night.
I just want to start
It'd
saying,
be like that.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Oh, wow. Wow. That's good. That's good, Matthew. So continuing following. And I just love how Molfin's first place that he goes is level the forest. Like that's the first place.
And he says this to the druid, and she's like, hello?
Not a real forest, a creepy fey underground forest.
It doesn't matter.
I would just like to defend Molfin on this one. Molfin's first thought when Vic started levitating towards it was to level the forest too.
That's true. After a little longer, maybe about 20 or 30 minutes, Callista, you would probably be the first to pick up on this. You hear a voice coming from ahead of you. It's far enough away that you guys can't see it yet with the density of the trees, but there is a voice. You're not close enough to be able to tell like what it's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You can just hear it in the
Does
air.
it sound like it's in distress, or just like talking or singing?
It's hard to tell from this distance.
Okay, I'll just try and focus on that
Okay.
and point it out to the others. You guys hear that?
As she points it out, you guys can all start to hear it too.
Yeah, that's weird. What is that?
Mila?
Milo?
Yes.
Mila?
Yes. Yes.
Do you recognize that voice that we hear in the distance? By chance?
Oh, you hear a voice?
Oh, you don't?
Oh, give me one moment. And she kind of looks down, looks out, scans the distance. Oh yes, there it is. I hear it now. You guys are extremely perceptive, just remember that.
Okay. I was about to say, I was gonna be like, that's very, very suspicious.
High level D&D characters, your passive perceptions are like probably what.
I
Yeah,
actually
that's true.
probably like still can't hear it.
I'm gonna go shut my door. Give me
Same.
1 second.
Mine's a 14.
Mine's an
So.
11.
I think like Callissus is like 30 something probably.
38.
Yeah, she can
Once
hear
Callissus
she
points
hears
out
things
my-
on the
hearing
other
is
side
30
of the
for
planet.
D3. For listening. 33 for listening.
That's right. So she hears it and oh. Well, that. Oh. That is a friend of ours, I think. He's been missing for some time. Shall we go see him?
Binder Bash?
Oh no! This is one
Not
of
in Kindred.
This is one of Chendrucash's most trusted servants, El Wiwi.
Oh, well, now we have to go see him.
Okay.
We have to go see him now.
I'm a 5-year-old. I'm sorry.
If you guys remember,
We're
about
just gonna
4 episodes.
metagame and say we
About
beeline.
four episodes ago,
Remember Lead Hollow.
somebody posted in the chat that they wanted to name an NPC El Wiwi. So I wrote that down, and this is the first opportunity I had to introduce that NPC. So-
And I think that user is in chat, aren't you, Lead Hollow? I remember.
Oh my god. Let's go.
Recognizing that there are voices coming, Molfin's going to recast comprehend languages.
Okay.
So the one he can understand creepy elf woman, Dryad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Mila begins to grab Vix and Silver by hand again and start leading them towards the voice. A little bit more of a hop in her step, as she seems to be excited about locating this El Wiwi within the midst of the forest.
Best side quest title ever. Find El Wiwi.
Find El Wiwi. So,
Just let me find a bush and I'll provide it.
we haven't played in a couple of weeks, folks. This is where we go usually.
Toilet humor.
So,
Yup.
as you guys are making your way through this forest, the voice gets louder. It's a single voice. Seems like it's almost talking to itself. As you make your way towards the voice, you guys just continue to follow the Dryad to the location of the voice? Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I still have tongues?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Right.
You have it for an hour
Stealth?
after our short rest.
So you guys make your way over to the voice, and you can see, making your way, you can see that as you kind of come around a bend and over this little, just, I don't even want to call it like a hill, but it's like a little ridge, kind of a dirt ridge that's built into the ground. You can see there is what looks to be a gnome milling about on the over on the ground. Looks incredibly excited and is holding this massive diamond in his hands. He said, "Ooh, Chendrucash will really appreciate my efforts on this one." Yes, I found another. And he goes and he puts it into his pouch and starts to walk and says, "Oh, another fine specimen. I've found another. I don't even have to use my mining pick to get at all of these. They're just laying here for me to take." And he walks up and you see him pick up this massive ruby. But as he's walking over, you see that diamond that he put in his pouch goes, falls onto the ground behind him. And he makes his way over, and as you're scanning the area, you can see there's all these gems on the ground all around him. And he looks at the ruby and says something similar, puts it in his pouch, and then notices another one on the ground. And as he walks over to that one, the ruby falls out of his pouch onto the ground. Behind him, he doesn't seem to notice. And he goes to the next one, a beautifully cut emerald. And he's holding it in his hands, marveling at it, just smiling uncontrollably at all these gems.
Hey, mister, you're dropping your gems.
Who is that? Who is the force speaks to me?
No. Hello. Kind of like wave at him and step at so he can see me.
Oh, one gleaming with silver. Oh.
I guess that's true.
Ah. What is your name?
Silver.
Oh. Wow.
My father wasn't very creative with my name.
I think it's perfect.
It suits me.
It suits you. Yes.
Yeah.
It does. It does. He kind of stumbles up towards you, another gem falling out of his pouch on the way, and he holds out his hand up towards you, Silver. He's like, I am El Wiwi.
That's a very
Yeah,
interesting
Lulu.
name. I'll shake
There's a
his
hole in
hand.
your bag.
What?
Yeah, you're dropping your gems.
Oh no, I'm finding a lot of gems.
Well, you may be finding them, but then you're also dropping them.
He turns around and looks.
I point at his bag. There's a hole.
There's a hole in my bag. I wonder how long this hole has been here.
I'll just go start to pick up the gems that he dropped and like bring them back to him.
He sees you go for one of the gems, and he rushes up to you as you're picking it up, and he kind of pulls it out of your hand, Silver, and he's like, "Oh, no, this is for my master."
I was gonna give it back to you. I was just picking it up so I could help you.
Oh, you wish to help me take the gems to Chendrucash?
Well, that's where we were going. Also, we have our guide, and then I point to the Dryad.
Mila kind of like waves over at El Wiwi, with El Wiwi like looking back and kind of does a little salute towards Mila. It is and who are your friends?
Friends, would
Hey,
you like
this
to
guy,
introduce?
he creeps me out a little bit. This one creeps me out a little bit.
The
Rude
poor
things.
gnome that's lost in the woods is what creeps you out.
You guys do notice that this gnome has deeper skin kind of tone to his flesh. He does have a little bit of almost completely whited out eyes as you guys get closer, and he's up there close to Silver. He's wearing all kinds of other equipment, and he looks like he's got like a miner's pick and everything. But everything, like even his shoes seem to be really worn out, like there's holes in the toes and things like that, and he looks very kind of malnourished and tired and dirty.
Oh, Diana will take some rations out and like try to feed him.
Oh, thank you. He takes them from
Yeah,
you, and he takes them and
You look a little
he
skinny.
puts them in that pouch, and immediately
Oh.
you see the rations go onto the ground beside him.
Does anyone have mending?
Molfin's gonna walk up and in Gnomish say, "If you don't mind, I can cast a quick enchantment and repair your bag so you stop dropping everything."
Oh, right. I forgot that hole was even there. And he kind of gestures to like hand the bag to you, Molfin.
Molfin will take a couple of moments and a couple of small stones out of his pouch and cast mending to seal the hole in the bag.
Okay. Mending does the trick as the threads seem to intertwine once again and extend and patch the hole, making it seem as if this bag never had a hole in it in the first place.
Hand it back over to him.
Oh, that's so
Should
kind.
be easier to carry your belongings now.
Oh, yes. And he puts it over his shoulder and immediately starts going to get all those gems that are laying around on the ground around him. I mean, there's a bunch of them, like 20 or 30 gemstones just laying on the ground around here, and they're decent size.
I will help
How
him.
much does Molfen think that
What?
diamond is worth?
Are they
Come on.
cursed?
You think that diamond's probably worth about
Right?
1,000 gold pieces?
Yeah,
Oh
they're
god.
cursed.
It's
I'm like-
totally cursed.
I'm like holding my amethyst in my bag really close.
What do I need to roll to see if I think that this guy is under some type of spell or if he's just really stupid?
Go and make an insight check.
Okay.
We'll just call it
Molfen's gonna
insight.
try to steal that diamond.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
make a sleight of hand check, Molfen.
Can I assist
Ooh,
Diana?
I
she-
rolled
yeah, okay.
pretty good. Okay, let me see. Because you know that Diana's gonna be rolling very
Oh,
high
okay,
on
that's
that
not bad. That's a
insight
15
check.
on the die. That's a 15 on the die. Let's see.
I got
Rolls.
an 18 on the die.
Led Hala and chat seems to be elated that El Wee has made it into the campaign.
Oh, dear.
Okay, that's not great. I only got a +2. So that's a 17 for the sleight of hand.
Chat is upset at you for stealing from El Wee.
Aww.
Oh, Wee Wee is a scary individual.
Where the heck did I put my bonuses?
So you rolled a 15 on the die, Molfen?
Yeah, 17 total.
You'd be successful in snapping that. I don't know who else in the party has a higher passive perception than a 17,
Just about
I rolled
everybody.
but
Nope.
anybody who had a 17 or higher sees Molfen basically pick up this massive diamond from the ground and kind of pocket it. Yep.
I rolled a 29 on insight.
Wow. You have the hunch that there's something not right here. He seems to have his memory was gone almost instantaneously there for a moment whenever you guys told him he had a hole in his bag, and then he almost forgot that it was there within, a minute or two. And by looking around on the ground, Diana, you can tell he's probably been here doing this same thing for days.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. Alrighty.
Chat has given
I-
El Wee inspiration.
We has
Right.
inspiration. Yes, thank you, chat.
I will sort of like pull Callista and Ashlyn and kind of like huddle up next to them and like, guys, don't like this. I feel like it looks like he's been in loop for days, and it seems like that it's just not natural. Nothing about this place is natural, but like
Well,
that is just
hopefully,
not natural.
I agree. It's not natural to hear. But if we get him back to wherever we need to take him, maybe that'll help break the loop.
Do we know?
Should I?
Maybe we should ask where he's from so we can take him back to the right place.
Should I like lesser restoration him if he's
I don't think.
charmed or something? I could maybe try to break it with something.
It might be madness, Diana. He might I wouldn't know that. Yeah. Let me go ask where he's from.
Okay.
Excuse me, Sir Wee Wee.
Yes.
Where do you hail from? Where are you from? If not here, Underdark.
I'm from the forest. This is my home.
You are
know-
from
This
How
forest
long-
or a forest?
This forest. This one. Yes. This one around us. Yes. Do you like it here? I like it here. It's great. Chendrucash takes very good care of me, and I take very good care of him.
Yeah, the forest is great.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I haven't seen anything to say otherwise. It is pretty great.
Ah, see? I like this one.
What about those weird invisible beasts that tried to kill us?
Well, things try to kill us everywhere.
You didn't run into. You ran into some lurkers, didn't you? Did you see the lurkers of the shadows?
Guess so.
Yeah.
Believe they're called displacer beasts. They were a little different this time, though. I wear one of them as a cloak. See? Point out my cloak.
Oh. It looks nice.
It is. It's really nice.
Chendrucash would like one of those, I bet. He likes magic things and gemstones and all sorts of treasures.
We
Diana
all like
tenses up.
those.
Well, this one's mine.
Oh, sure.
So where do you live exactly? Besides the forest, do you have like a house?
No. I just sleep wherever I need to rest.
Okay.
You know, nice, comfortable place on the ground. Sometimes in a tree.
Mila?
Did you
Yeah.
grow up in the forest? Like, what's your favorite childhood memory in this?
You're asking Mila that?
No,
No,
I'm
I was
asking
gonna
the-
ask Mila a question. I think
Oh,
Diana's
sorry.
asking.
Oh. Favorite childhood.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
You
Oh,
asked
sorry.
you asked the gnome
Yeah.
his favorite childhood memory.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking to the gnome for a minute.
Oh yeah, you're talking
Sorry.
to the gnome?
Yes.
Diana? Okay.
I'm sorry. I got.
Yeah, I heard
lost.
Mila and then I heard the question
No,
you were
sorry,
asking.
that was
so
me.
I,
That-
so I was
no.
like,
No.
I gotcha. All right, so as you're asking that to the gnome, he's like, oh, what you're finding nice gems for Chendrucash. Favorite
He's-
childhood memory.
He's got it all figured out.
Oh yeah.
He's been doing this since he was a child.
Yes, I've been doing it for a very long time. Yes. Uh-huh.
I believe the very long time part.
Do you want to help me find gemstones for Chendrucash?
Not really.
No.
I'd like to find them for myself.
Oh. But see, Chendrucash says everything we find we need to bring to him. He likes to keep them.
Does that include people?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. No.
All right, I believe you.
Just gemstone. I'm good at finding gemstones, so that's what I focus on. I focus on the gemstones. You see,
Mila, how
29.
far is it to get to Chendrucash?
she kind of looks.
here.
She looks around and she ponders for a moment. It won't be long now. Just a short walk.
Mila, I want you to define what short means to you because I feel like we might be dealing with two completely different units of measurement in our brains. Like, short to me is like within the next 5 minutes. What's short to you? Is it within the next week?
What is your definition of a minute?
When I count to 60.
Yes.
Can you show me what that is like?
1 Mississippi,
No,
2
no,
Mississippi.
no.
Okay.
I said, I said Ashton's not.
no.
I don't know what the deal is. I look at her and I'm like, in Elven, wait, they speak Elven, dang it. You speak any language though. In Giant, I say, I don't know what the deal is with these fairies. They're not doing anything that they ask me to do.
Okay.
That's it.
Not a fairy.
Callista, with your passive insight, you probably get an idea, like, being in the Underdark, and also, you know, being a Dryad in this forest, they probably don't really have much of a sense of time in specific. So it's probably very difficult then for
And
them
it's
to...
it's double compounded because like Feywild time, like Fey creatures don't really have the concept of time as material plane as well, so it's like double compounded because they don't even have.
It's probably very
sunlight
complicated.
preference.
Yeah, it's probably very complicated.
I have an idea. How many steps?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I've never counted.
Oh, well. I tried.
A minute? You have to count all the way up to 60?
Yeah.
What was the
And
thing
then-
in between? You were saying Mississippi.
Yeah, it's a monk thing. It's a place where monks go on the river.
I've heard of it.
Wow. I've
How
learned
about we just
I've learned
start
something today.
heading that
Yeah.
way then?
Okay.
Right.
Sure. El Wee, it's good to see you again. Please come with us. We will take you to Chendrucash. Now, with your repaired bag full of those beautiful gemstones to offer to him. And El Wee seems to get all excited. Yes, I'm ready to make my way back. As you guys making your way.
I pick the food back up and I hand it back to him and I'm like, seriously, eat this.
Huh. I thought I put that
Get
in
some
my
nourishment.
bag already.
Oh man.
And then he takes it and he starts munching on it as you guys begin to walk. You guys walk for a little while. Probably about another 15 minutes through the forest. Does anybody want to do anything, say anything at this point? It seems that El Wee is walking now up front with the Dryad Mila and you guys can kind of drift off a little bit to the back if you guys want to have some time to talk or...
Out of character, I'm curious. Have we ever gotten a description of Chendrucash?
I don't think you guys
No,
ever
think
have.
so.
No.
No.
Okay. Well, I can't really. I'm gonna Vix.
Yeah.
Can you ask Milo to what Chendrucash looks like?
Hey, Mila.
Yes.
What does Chendrucash look like?
A majestic tree.
Interesting. So, say, Mila.
Mhm.
We're friends now, right?
Absolutely.
So, like, if anything goes wrong, you'll look out for us, right? Like, I'll look out for you, but are you gonna look out for us?
Of course.
Okay, just making sure.
Could I move stealth and move laterally to the group a little and keep pace with them, but walk like 10 feet, 15 feet to the side?
Sure, you like to
And stealth?
move stealthily? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a stealth check. Keep in mind that anytime you do move stealthily, it does slow your pace a little bit. So
How much?
I think in the rule is supposed to be like about half speed to move stealthily in moments like that.
She's actually as slow as us.
There you go. Now you can
Yeah,
move. Now you can move with the rest of the group. There you go.
Half speed, I will be 35 feet.
Yes,
Yeah, you're faster than
you're
me.
still faster
Yeah,
than
you're still
you're
faster.
still faster than most people. So yeah, you have no problem doing this.
I will relay the information that Chendrucash is a majestic tree.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
29.
Insight check her, see if I believe that he's actually a tree.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make an insight check.
29 to stealth.
29 stealth. You feel like you're pretty hidden as you sneak behind some trees, start making your way through some light foliage within this forest.
Okay, I know Callista sees me still, but that's fine.
Yeah, Callista sees you still. Yes, yeah.
He's a tree.
What'd you roll?
I didn't even bother to put my modifier. It was that low. Let's see. Insight. 3.
3.
Oh,
Okay. That's more like it. No plus 17s on this one.
He's a tree.
Yep. Majestic tree seems to be on above board, telling the truth. Mhm.
Melvin's gonna look over at Callista and then Primordial. So I'm thinking this thing is an ent. According to her, it's a tree.
Or some variation of that, yeah.
Which means I will work if needed. It's not part of the forest if it's a tree monster.
Let's not start with that.
All right.
Fine.
See what happens.
You guys continue following Mila and El Wee Wee?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right. So about since you met El Wee, about 30 minutes passes.
Oh, no more tongues for me.
Tongues wears off? Okay.
Yeah.
Any other spell effects that would be wearing off right now for traveling
Molten
time?
is just going to continually cast Comprehend Languages whenever it runs out.
Okay.
Because I can do it at will from the shrouds.
Oh,
so.
nice. Okay. Eventually in front of you, Mila stops, looks around just the slightest bit, and then turns around to all of you and is speaking in gosh, what is she speaking in? What was she speaking in before? Sylvan.
We asked her to speak in
you asked her to
Elvish.
speak in Elvish, so she's going to speak in Elvish and say, Chendrucash is just ahead. Now, as you enter, it is paramount to remove your footwear.
Okay. I started to take off my boots.
Okay.
I have no idea what she's saying, but it sounds really elegant.
Oh. Yes, take off your boots.
She said get naked.
No, she didn't. She said
No.
to take off your boots.
But I like my boots.
Well, apparently it's custom to see whatever this guy's name, their name is.
Can somebody ask
take
her
off
if
their
it
shoes.
is,
Now, Mila.
somebody ask her if it is due to walking on the ground or if it is some other reason.
Mila.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
I am Elven, all right? So I understand the not wearing the shoes in the house thing. I respect it. But
Yes, it's a very respectful gesture to show one who has
Yes.
extreme power. Yes.
I'm just a little bit curious. Is this like a carpeting issue? Like it's for the floor? Or is it because of any other reason?
Not that I can think of, other than it's a extreme show of the most utmost respect as you step in the presence of someone such as Chendrucash.
Is he gonna
All right,
shoot?
I just take my boots off. I'm
I took mine off.
I don't trust you.
I'm fine walking barefoot. You
I
still
have
don't
a
know.
very, very technical question, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gonna put them on your hands?
Can I cast Major Image and make it look like I took off my boots?
Sure. Do you have to concentrate on that?
Yes, but every round of walking, I'll continue to make the boots, not boots, move with me as my action.
Okay. How long does that spell last?
I don't even know.
Would you be sharing this information?
Until... No, I'm looking at the wrong spell.
Isn't it like 10 minutes?
Vix,
on.
would you be sharing this information?
No.
So say it'd be hard for him to share it right now because you guys are all like right up there next to Mila and
Yeah.
Wee
Don't
Wee.
want to say it in front of Mila.
Molten is going to pretend to take off his shoes and cast Seeming.
Oh.
Okay.
I can do that too, I think. That's
Tell
the
me
spell
what
to
my-
use.
That's the spell to use, honestly.
That's the spell to use. Did you do that on everybody or just you?
If I don't know you're doing it, Molten's just going to do it on himself.
I'll do it on myself too.
Oh my god.
Mila looks at you, Molfen, and asks, "What did you say?" It does have a vocal component to that spell, right?
That's true. But
Yep,
yeah.
and
Okay.
Molten will look over. Then look over at the others. Would someone please tell her I said something? She doesn't understand. I don't speak it, but I can understand her.
Diana will look at Mila and say, He asked if we can still wear our socks.
Okay. Make a deception check.
Fuck.
Diane.
Darn it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
That language.
I'm sorry.
No, that's so good.
That's so good. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
The gut reaction. Like, oh, what did I do? What did I do?
Dolphin didn't stop to think that she'd start questioning all the noises coming out of his mouth because he's been doing it the whole time because she doesn't understand him.
I also made noises when she was talking to Molten.
Did you nat one?
No. No, I did not. Let me check a few things.
I love being a bard that does never do any bard things. This
Same.
is my forte.
Also, being a warlock that doesn't really make
Yeah.
those kind of checks either.
Yeah, warlocks are all charisma, too.
Yeah.
So are bards.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I only have a +4 deception, so.
I have a +8 deception.
Dang, y'all just be deceiving.
But Vix is the kind of character that just comes out and says what he's thinking. Like, he doesn't really like try to deceive anybody.
Same. That's the same as Silver, so.
Okay, It's charisma based.
Yes, it should be charisma, and if you have, I don't know if you have proficiency in deception or not.
I don't.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
So plus your charisma, or
No, wait. Sorry, I rolled an. Wait, is that an 8? Yeah, this is an 8
Or what?
plus a 1.
plus 1?
Got a
So
9.
you got a 9 total. Okay.
Total.
You can tell, like, she's not really sure what's going on. Like, this gnome mumbled something, moved his hands or something, and then she looks down and all your shoes are removed. And it's definitely strange to her, and she's not really sure how to respond, but then kind of shrugs it off, seemingly, and starts kind of just gesturing for you guys to come as she turns around and starts walking towards what looks to be... It's hard to see a clearing in this underground kind of sense, but it looks like there's like a small clearing of forest up ahead, just a little bit as she leads on. And it seems like Elwiwi is really excited and bringing his bag and just almost like bouncing with a little bit of a skip as he's moving beside Mila. They're ahead of you guys.
Aww.
Right.
I kind of want to make it look like Elwiwi has shoes on. I'm not going to. I'll hold it back.
Yeah, he's taking his shoes off and tied like some of the laces together, and they're just dangling from over his other shoulder from the opposite of the
That's
bag.
what I did.
That's what you
That's
did.
smart.
Yeah.
I do that.
Oh, you do that
I
too.
do that too.
Okay.
Smart.
But you guys are
Beats
also
with me.
there's an illusion on you that makes you look like you are barefoot. It's just an illusion of you, correct, Molfin?
Yep.
Everybody looks like yourself, but you just appear to be barefoot. So you don't technically
on all of
have to take. Did you just cast that on everybody, Molfin?
No, if no one else specified,
okay.
Molfin just would have done himself rather
Because
than
I
Sis.
also cast it
Okay.
on myself too.
Okay.
Because
So
I
I think it's
forgot I
just
had
Wolfen
that
and
spell.
Vix.
Molfin and Vix have the seeming on them. Okay.
I think.
I have my shoes on, but I'm in like 10 feet away. So.
Okay. Yeah, you weren't there. So when she turned around, you were kind of
Okay.
off. Like you're hidden from her. So
Yes. Okay.
she doesn't seem to have like put 2 and 2 together that you're missing quite yet, Ashley.
Okay.
People just go missing in the
Wow.
woods. It's fine.
26 month
26
Subscription.
months. Eric, thank you so much. We appreciate your support, man. Thank you so much for
Hell
always helping us.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. 26 months. That's incredible. That is an achievement. You guys begin to approach with Mila, that clearing, and you can see that it starts to open up this area that seems to taper downward a little bit, and it looks like there's this blackened kind of dirt that seems to flatten out. In the middle, there's these massive, what looks to be like black jagged rocks that pile up into almost like this island in the center of this dirt formation in the center. And above it stands this 40-foot tall, gnarled looking tree of blackened bark. It seems to twist and angle in awkward ways as it reaches up towards the ceiling of the cavern that you guys are in. Around it, you can also see that there are these other kind of blackened stone, almost kind of glossy in the way that they appear, piles built up, and smaller trees that seem to border around on those black little humps that are around. And it seems like Mila is just kind of like leading you guys down towards that area where the ground seems to just go into this like black dirt area down at the bottom.
Molfin's going to look at those other trees.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything weird about the way they look?
Go to make a...
Like
Go ahead.
let's call it person-shaped?
Make a perception check.
Can I assist him, since Diana also does not like any of this and would be looking at everything with a suspicious eye?
Why don't we just, because you guys are kind of approaching and you're not really communicating right now, why don't you guys just go ahead and make your own rolls?
Okay.
So that way it's...
While they're rolling, is this, you said blackened bark, is it the same as the trees we've been seeing, or does it look more like regular bark?
It seems similar to the trees that you have seen.
Okay.
At least one of us did okay. I heard you, Zasa. Mine's looking okay. Not great, but okay. I don't know what my modifier is.
Wisdom
Modifiers are
based.
bad. Okay.
I have a
25.
14.
25 and a 14. Okay. You don't see like a humanoid shape to the tree formations, Molfin. You do catch a little bit of movement from it, though. Like, it just seems to shift just the slightest bit.
Re-shifted, or like I think there's something behind it.
Like the tree itself shifted just a little bit.
Molfin is going to just sort of reach out to the one who's ever in front, like assuming Vix is still taking point. So reach out, grab the back of whatever Vix is wearing, and then sort of put his other arm out to like signal to stop for a minute and gesture over where he saw the movement.
Okay. How do you guys respond?
Diana stops.
Yeah, I'll stop and look.
I also stop because I'm being tugged backwards anyway.
Far
Something
away
was
is the
moving.
tree from. Sorry.
Tree was moving.
Is there a breeze?
You put your hand up in the air. Make a nature check, Vix.
Oh, I'm great at these. 14.
Doesn't feel like a breeze. You guys do notice that Mila has stopped kind of just shy of this area where it kind of flattens out at the bottom. And also El Wiwi kind of stops there as well and kind of turns around and looks at all of you stopped behind her.
We'll say to her in Elvish, does the trees move around here a lot?
Yes, they do.
I will relay that information to the group.
In Elven, I ask, have they been watching us this entire time? Moving around us this whole time?
Don't all trees?
No, Mila, not all trees move.
Interesting.
That's not necessarily true. They move in the wind, but they don't actually like get up and move.
Okay, I amend myself. Not all trees are animate, Mila.
Well, you gotta understand, she's not from here. All right,
Yeah.
her trees are
Feywild-
different.
The Feywild
Oh.
has been known to move around not just forests, but like mountains and lakes and rivers move.
Yeah, stop being so aggressive to Mila. She's my friend.
Ah. Maybe Mila shouldn't live in such a creepy place.
But at the same time, you have a point. There very well could be other creatures that we don't understand in these streets.
Exactly. I mean, Mila, do you even, like, how well do you know this forest? Do you know every creature in it? Like, what could be out there?
You see, this forest is always changing. New things seem to come out of nowhere every day. But I feel like I've known it pretty well. If you stay
Can I make a roll?
Chendrucash?
if you stay here long enough, I'm sure you will learn it as well.
Oh God, not on
Sure,
my
I would,
agenda.
but I don't want to.
Can I make a roll to see how I'm feeling about Mila? I think this is more so about Diana's trust than any insight she has on Mila. Like, I just want to see.
Okay, you go. Well, just
Okay.
make a basic insight check, and I'll.
Okay.
I'll just run. I'm going to toss
Ooh.
it to the party. Who has the drift globe?
13.
What did
Drift globe?
Drift globe.
Yeah. Is Molfin still holding that, or is that in one of the bags of holding?
I thought it was in one of the bags of holding.
I thought you had it.
I've got one of the bags of holding, so it could be.
Oh.
It could be, yes, you have a bag of holding and it's in the bag of holding. I
Sounds
don't
correct to
remember,
me.
honestly.
Yes, and
Yes, and yeah,
There we
I
go.
remember, so yes, and yes, in the bag of holding, and you have it. Ta-da!
What was your roll, Diana?
13.
13. It's really, she's really hard to read. Like, you have this feeling like you don't trust her, but there's nothing coming from her that is justifiable. Like, I can pinpoint, you're lying to us, or you're leading us into a trap. There's no moment like that ever comes to you. Like, you're looking for a way to, like, pin something on her, but nothing ever presents itself.
I am either going to feel like a dick at the end of this, or I'm going to have the worst case of confirmation bias, where I'm like, I was right all along. No, Diana's gonna ease up a little bit, just because it's creepy that we can't wear shoes. But she didn't make us take off our weapons. So she's gonna take Vix's hint and stop being so aggressive towards Mila for a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
thank you.
Lissa's trying not to
Trust you.
smirk because it's really cute.
Still don't like you.
How far is that creepy tree in the middle?
Probably only about 40 feet away from you guys.
Okay. I'd still be on the perimeter. I wouldn't have gone
Petty
in the clearing
girlfriend.
yet.
You're still hiding out there in the perimeter?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Molfin's going to turn to Callista.
Hmm?
And again, in Primordial. I didn't take off my shoes.
I know.
Uh,
I've seen you cast that spell so many times. Please.
My thought is, should I walk forward first? As in case there is something about this place that is...
As long as you promise not to immediately ignite him on fire. Them on fire.
No, my thought was to break out the drift globe and merely illuminate.
All right, that seems... Well, actually, that drift globe apparently had a problem with one of the clerics or priests. Maybe it's not the greatest thing to bring out.
No, I don't mean Vix's the fireball. glass.
Oh.
I mean the actual little floating orb that makes...
Oh, if you brought
My
that
bad.
out,
That
that would be
was
a whole
Kristy
other
mistaken.
issue.
Yeah.
That would be
Because
a
it was
whole
mistaken,
other
I'm like, wait,
issue.
we don't want to do that. We don't want to bring another item here. It's probably not gonna do. Never mind, that was Christy's mistake. Yes, go for it. Do it. Yes, and
I will also wander up to Callista and be like, I actually didn't take off my shoes.
I
You want me to
know.
walk up first.
Meanwhile, I'm just walking ahead.
All right, Silver just as you guys are having this conversation, Silver just starting to walk ahead towards the center of the of this clearing.
My party is so cute.
I say
I
to
adore
Mila,
them.
let's introduce us.
Now, Ashlyn, panning to you, in order to be able to get a good view of the party, you're gonna have to get probably near some of those trees on the outside of this perimeter that are raised up a little bit on these, because it kind of goes down in like a little bowl shape. It's not like an extreme bowl, but it's like there's this bowl shape, and as the party descends down, you can't see them anymore. So what would you do in that circumstance as you're starting to see them kind of descend down into that?
I like hide directly behind a tree, like.
All right, one of the ones that's on like the rock croppings. Okay. As you get and you're leaning up against the tree, you realize it's covered with some kind of slimy residue that's dripping down the tree. And it gets on your hand, and it's like gooey, and it's like sticking between your fingers and stuff. Stretches.
I smell it.
It's got a pretty grotesque smell to it. I would say kind of like if you've ever been fishing before and you catch a fish and you handle the fish and throw it in, what your hands would smell like after that.
Oh.
It looked like a slimy, fishy residue smell.
Oh. I try to find a handkerchief and wipe it off, and then I how far away is the next tree?
Only about probably 15 or 20 feet.
I probably can't stealth there. Wait, I got a thing. As what if I can attempt to do it behind like tree branches? I can attempt to stealth.
Oh yeah, I think you can stealth behind something that would be normally like lightly obscured. You'd have no problem doing that. So you move.
Okay.
So you move over to the next tree. Okay, same thing. It's covered in slimy residue as well.
Don't like this. But I feel like I'm just like Elmer Fudd in the bush, like tiptoeing like closer to the party.
That's it, yeah. Awesome. What's your passive perception, Ashlyn?
21.
21. Okay. Elmer Fudding your way over there and like standing on those glossy stones, which now you know why they're glossy. They're coated a little bit in that slime. It just seems to be like running down the tree and then all over these rocks, and it's making them shiny and glisten a little bit. And you look up at the tree as you thought about leaning up against this one too, and then you remembered what happened at the first tree. And all of a sudden, an eye opens up on the tree and looks at you.
Oh God, no!
Just a single eye looking at you from the middle of the tree trunk. And its iris and pupil focus on you. You see the pupils seem to, open up a little bit, let more light in, and then just stare.
I poke it.
You poke it?
Yeah.
It flinches and immediately jams shut, and the whole tree kind of flinches just for a moment, and then you see it kind of like shake back and forth a few times. The rest of the party, Silver, as you're going up there, you look to your left, Silver, because there's movement all of a sudden, and you guys all see Ashlyn with her finger out like this, and one of the trees is like wiggling back and forth.
Seeing that, Molfin will immediately cast daylight out of the drift globe.
Okay. You cast daylight?
And that's a 60-foot radius of bright light.
Oh, so now in the darkness, this beaming bright light just appears above you like the sun. It's just risen in this cavern. And then you hear this low voice go, and you hear this creaking and moaning of the sound of like the moaning of wood as that tree in the center begins to turn around, and an eye in the middle of the trunk pops open, and looks up towards the light. And a mouth appears below that single eye. And it smiles. And you hear it go, oh. And then it goes, ow. And it looks away for a moment. And then looks back towards it going, oh, ah. Oh, like he's desperately trying to look at this thing.
Don't do that to yourself.
What the heck?
And you guys hear, and you hear 10 other sounds. And on those other piles of stones around those smaller trees, their eyes open as well. You don't see a mouth on these trees, you just see eyes, and they're all just kind of staring, and then they do the same thing. Like, they stare for a moment, and then they look away for a moment, and then stare again. And all of a sudden, a root uproots from the ground, and you see this blackened dirt kind of just falling off of it like mud. And it goes up, and did you put the drift globe like up in the air, Molfin?
Sort of holding it right up in my hands, just sort of up like this.
It goes to, it looks like there's a hand, almost like this withered, like tendrilled hand of wood. Yeah, like that, yes. Nice. Oh, wow. We are on a big budget here at Proficiency Bonus, folks. Look at this. That's it. We got all the props. And it goes to slowly reach for the globe in your hand. How do you respond?
Just pulled back out of range a little bit.
It pauses for a moment, and then its eye fixates on you. And Molfin, Vix, Diana, Callista, Silver. Maybe not so much Ashlyn. I just have this strange sensation about this moment. Molfin, it probably affects you the most. But you start to get this strange hole in the pit of your stomach. Not a physical one, but almost like you remember the times before you had the power that you have. You almost remember those days before you learned what you could do. The feeling of being powerless. That's heavy on your shoulders as this eye fixates on all of you. And you see the grin emerge on the tree, and it looks at you and says, "You have brought tribute to Chendrucash. That is a magnificent piece you hold in your hand."
All right. So long story short, we're just trying to get somewhere. We were told you could get us there. We come in peace. I highly suggest not trying to hurt any of us, because that would probably end pretty bad for you. But we're just trying to get somewhere, and we think you could help.
The eye fixate. It seems to have trouble leaving the drift globe, and it looks back. It looks back down to you, Vix, and you see him smile. The tree smile once again, and say, "Where is it that you're trying to go?"
Menzoberranzan.
Yeah.
Yes.
The eye shifts to Callista. Oh. City of Drow. I can get you to Menzoberranzan. I know exactly the route.
How quickly?
Not long at all. But payment must be made for the journey.
You want the daylight ball?
We can give you the daylight ball if you want.
I can give him
I
the daylight
really
ball.
like the daylight ball, to be honest.
He likes the daylight ball.
Will that be enough payment for you?
That will be enough payment for this one, and he points to Molfin, who holds it.
Oh, we all have to give you something. Oh God.
I will pull out something small, insignificant, does not matter. Something that is just doesn't matter. Like a lost bundle of socks or something, and I'll cast daylight on that bundle of socks.
Okay.
Here's my tribute.
As you attempt to cast your spell, as his eye is looking at your direction, you notice something strange. This time, your spell doesn't work. And then the eye shifts back over to Molfin with the daylight ball, and the daylight ball goes out.
Oh, and shoes are on.
And he notices your shoes. Oh. You do realize the dirt on which you stand is holy ground.
He has trouble with holy things.
It's true. He does have a lot of trouble with things holy. They
has
tend to
trouble
burn
with
him.
Yes, he's not physically capable. Look, see, and I pull out my necklace and I hold it out to him and I'm like, look, see, watch this.
Molfin. So he's still focused on me, right?
Focus, he's looking at you right now, yeah.
Perfect. I don't know if this is going to work, but Molfin's going to try it because Molfin's a show-off. Molfin's going to cast Teleport through the hand of Vecna and try to teleport to Ashlyn.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Because Molfin knows that from his own anti-magic field, that the artifact still functions.
The artifact will still function. That's indeed correct. Yep.
So Molfin is teleporting.
Okay. Would you even need to make a check for this?
Realistically, I'd assume not. I'm that familiar with
You're that familiar with Ashlyn, I would say you don't even have to roll. But I do think you do need to make sure that you keep your wits about yourself.
Yep. That's I'm rolling that now. Yeah, that's an 11 on the die. What is my modifier? I think that's good.
That's probably gonna be good enough. Yeah.
Barely.
Oh, I don't have to shove you in a bag?
It's a +7, so I make the 18.
Oh.
So Molfin vanishes out of his eyesight and appears next to Ashlyn. You slip a little bit on the sludgy stones underneath your feet.
Yeah, be careful, it's really gross here. And the trees. And I'm sorry I poked that tree in the eye.
I'll pull out
It's
the
attempting
decanter of
to-
endless water.
Okay.
What's
It's
it attempting?
to stop us from magic.
And
That's not good.
in Vix It's Strange, it kind of looks around and it looks at you, but it doesn't seem to notice. It doesn't seem to notice your spell. It's almost like he has control over this that he's using to turn it on and off. But he's kind of just like scanning over everybody, and he looks at the decanter that you pull out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that your tribute to be offered for your payment for your trip to Menzoberranzan?
It is.
Oh, and he like another root like pulls out of the ground, and it holds out this gnarly like root hand towards you.
Well, I feel like he's actually going to give us a trip to Menzo, or is he just
Make
screwing around?
Make an insight check.
I would also like to make an insight, my own insight. I'm not gonna advantage you. I'm gonna do my own.
That's fine.
I would also like to make my own insight.
Okay, sure.
I
I
think we should
don't have
all-
any magical items on me besides my attuned items.
I
16
mean, we
over
got
here.
your shit in the bag of holding.
16?
I can give you.
Third, eighth, I rolled in a row.
19, 20. 23.
23?
Mm-hmm.
It's 11. 19. I'm living for Molfin juggling the daylight ball.
You're nice. Who rolled the 23? Callista did. For everybody else, you kind of get the sense, yeah, all we got to do is give this guy some kind of tribute, magic item, gemstone. That should be good enough. Callista, you're thinking about this. And you get this strange feeling. You've heard stories that sometimes these creatures in the Underdark work in close cohesion with one another.
Mm.
You have a feeling he's being honest about getting you to Menzoberranzan,
Mm-hmm.
but not sure if he's leading you there in the way that you guys want to go. You have a hunch that maybe he has other ideas in mind.
I'm gonna grab, as it's being pulled away, I'm gonna grab the decanter.
Okay. His hand kind of like, as he was like holding it out, he pulls it back just a bit and looks towards you.
How are you getting us to Menzo? Can you guarantee you're not bringing us in as slaves?
Why would I ever do such a thing?
You didn't answer my question.
You asked how quickly I could get you there.
You also didn't answer that question.
The quickest way to get you in would be to under the guise of this kind of labor.
How about just getting us to the outskirts? I'm not looking to be a slave.
You feel this strange sensation come over you, Callista, as if some kind of weakness comes over you as it stares at you. I'm sorry, dear, but as I look around, you have little power here.
He's not looking at me, right?
Not currently. He's looking right at Callista.
Can I cast a
Does
spell?
Wolf say that?
What's that? Oh, yeah, he's
we
saying
all-
this out loud to everybody. Yeah.
Similar to what Molfin did, I'm going to be holding the decanter and I'm going to teleport behind him from my scepter.
Is an artifact?
It's an
Or something.
artifact.
All right, you can do it.
Great.
But doesn't your scepter only go to your...
No, I can roll for
You
it,
can roll
but
for
I'm
it to
going to be
teleport?
going.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what do I need to roll?
So where are you trying to go? To Ashland and Molfin?
Yeah, Ashlyn and Molfin.
Okay, so that'd be something you're very familiar with. So if you look at the
Yes.
teleportation spell, it'll have like very familiar, and next to it, it'll have like a roll
Okay.
that you have to make.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yep, I see it. I see it.
Teleport very
Mr.
familiar should
Is very familiar a no roll at all?
oh
Or is
No, it's not a no roll. It's a 25 to 100, so I should technically roll that.
okay? Yeah, you can go back and
that's-
technically roll that.
Mr.
31.
Crudish Whippersnapper Crudis was.
I rolled a 31. So
I
I
have
think that
something that's really reckless
I think
that I
that's
want to
just
do.
barely succeeds.
Yeah,
doesn't
it just
it?
barely
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
There's
I-
something
I
restless I
also
can do.
have an idea.
Are we all doing that?
While he's
It's-
not looking at me, and when he says that to Callista, I'm gonna cast Feeble Mind on him.
No. What?
Oh.
Oh!
Okay.
Say evil mind.
Feeble mind.
Feeble Mind.
Feeble mind. Oh, okay.
Oh god.
I was like, don't make him more evil.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah. All right. And that's a is that a targeted one creature spell, right? Is that the way that works?
Blast the mind of a creature.
Okay. All right. So he's got to make a what saving throw?
19 int.
19.
Why are we
int.
attacking this tree?
Well,
Because he was disrespectful to Callista, and Callista's one of the people I respect the most in the party, canonically, so...
Realistically,
Let's
Molfen was about
have
him saying that Molfen was saying that we don't have power here. Triggered Molfen. I'm just Vix was say he was moving.
That's why I was just
So-
gonna teleport out. Like, bitch, I'm still
Yeah.
powerful.
so the
Can I
teleport
say-
does work. So you
Okay, so I land beside Molfen.
So you land beside Molfen on those slimy rocks.
Uh-huh.
Molfen, did your teleport work out okay with you?
Yeah, I was
I kind of figured you'd be okay. As this takes place, is it a save or suck spell?
I think so.
I think
Feeble Mind.
I think it
Yes, but he takes 46 psychic damage.
46 psychic damage. Okay,
Oh,
because
Jesus.
he does succeed with a 22.
Damn, that was so close.
And as you teleport out, Diana, you wanted to say something very quickly. I
thought that I was going to say something, but everything has happened too fast for Diana to get the words out, I think. This is how different Diana is. Diana's brain went to, oh, we're being taken into slaves. How many slaves are in Bryn Shander? Could we help them? Could we free a few? Could we... It would be a great disguise. Like, Diana's brain was on a different level.
So
Diana
as all
kinda
this
like,
was happening
"No."
fast, you were just
Kinda
speed
into
thinking
it.
all this out. Okay.
Yeah.
How much damage was it?
12, 16 points of psychic
16
damage.
psychic damage. Okay. Here's what I would like everybody to do. Since some aggressive maneuver has been made against this creature, I'd like you all to roll initiative for me, please.
Roll initiative.
As-
Sorry, gang.
Please roll
No,
something besides
realistically,
it.
you saved Molfen a high-level spell slot.
Rolled pretty good.
Yeah.
I will take that.
Oh, I rolled a 10. Woohoo.
So I'm just gonna go through each one of you one at a time. I'm gonna basically get you guys all in order, and then we're gonna take our break for this evening after
Yeah.
that. So, Silver, what did you end up with?
4.
4?
Oh.
Oh no.
Yep, I rolled a 2.
Rolled a 2.
So what was yours, Vix?
8.
8. Okay.
no.
How about Molfen?
You won.
A what? 21?
21. I
21.
rolled a 19.
Too good.
Ashlyn,
20.
20.
Beat the
Callista,
monk.
17.
17. And Diana,
Pretty good.
10.
10. All right. I'm going to put this in here because I'm going to auto roll initiative for these other guys that are a part of this. And then I'm going to hit this. And cool, it puts it all into initiative order for me, so I don't have to worry about fiddling with anything. Cool, that's awesome. All right, so as this feeble mind goes off, it seems to resist the effects, and then the eye shifts directly towards you, Vix, and that grin just widens, and you can see like actual sharp, jagged teeth inside this tree's maw as it's looking at you. So the first up on our order is actually Molfen. You see this thing looking towards Vix with rage in its eye.
And it's funny that Molfen goes first because Molfen was preparing to cast a spell and Vix beat him to it. So, seeing Vix have some trouble here, Molfen is going to reach out and cast a spell and, you know, hopefully actually connect with something this time. And Mullen's gonna, you'll see Muffin start muttering and moving his hands. That small stone he had a few moments ago comes out, and he's gonna point out, and a small beam comes out of his finger. And I need the tree to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity save. You got it. Dex.
It should be the DC 19.
Ooh. That's a natural 2022.
Oh,
Just misses again. I have never hit with that spell.
you'll
This-
hit a disintegrate at some point.
As this beam shrieks across, you see the tree just shift just slightly, just catching a glimpse of this beam coming past. Just barely misses Molfin as it shifts back and goes off into the distance of the tree. It probably hits a random tree in the distance, and that tree just goes to a pile of ash and dust in the distance.
And then Mulfin is going to, after casting the spell, is going to actually use my movement to move 5, 10, 20 to move over this way, and then bonus action, Misty Step to get over by this tree.
Okay, perfect.
Actually spread out, knowing that this thing likes to look at people and prevent them from, or try to prevent them from using their magical abilities. Gonna make them pick a target.
Okay, cool. At the end of your turn, Molfin, Chendrucash is going to use one of his legendary actions. And you notice the top branches seem to shift a little. And on the end of them, there's a strange, it looks like a knot, like where a bunch of tree branches come together and then sprout out. But then you see an eye pop open on one of these top branches. And it looks towards you. And it's going to use one of its eye rays for its legendary
Legitly a
action.
beholder tree.
It
Jesus
is a
Christ.
beholder tree. You were right.
You have encountered a new creature that I've created called a tree holder.
Nice. I
Wonderful.
love it.
That's so
Wonderful.
cool.
So
So peaceful, like it's walking around with them little bonsai trees.
that's it. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Molfin, for me. As this ray
God.
seems to look at you.
My modifier. Not good. Come on. Throw me, little dragon. Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's a 19 on the die. Dexterity save. 21.
You resist as this feeling comes over you, almost as if like you're starting to tense up a little bit and your movement is being restricted somewhat, and then you seem to shrug it off as you are used to these arcane forces kind of coming over you, and shrug it off to the side. That ends Molfin's turn.
Dolphins are going to scream out, "Get away from the bloody thing!"
Why?
Now, as you ask that, Ashlyn, it's actually your turn.
Why?
I'll reply soon.
Okay. Well, I will run, and as I'm running, I'll use my action to turn invisible. And I will
Okay.
work myself behind it. Oops.
Okay, getting right behind it.
Yeah, and then I will. Let me see if I can. We decided I can still bonus action, hit it, right?
As long as you take the attack action,
Oh
your
no, then I can't. Okay.
your
So I'm just gonna-
martial arts is a bonus action to like just hit it once, or you could
Mhm.
key point bonus action flurry of blows. So you have
Okay.
those options.
I will just park myself behind it and wait for next turn.
You had to use all your, that was your movement, right?
My action to turn invisible.
Oh, it's an action to turn invisible. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I thought that was a bonus action. Never mind. Sorry, gotcha. Yes.
Oh
you-
wait, let me make sure. Do. I think it's action. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
well.
think that's what you said last time too.
Okay.
That would be it.
Okay, so you turn invisible.
Mhm.
Start heading off there. The lair action kicks off. Next in the order. Silver and Ashlyn.
Yeah. Okay.
We
As-
don't have our shoes on, probably.
I have my shoes on.
Oh, never mind.
I'm disrespectful.
Silver and Ashlyn.
Mhm.
You both sink 4 feet into what seems to be this large puddle. Like, the ground got, like, for some reason it started to move a little bit. How tall are each of you?
Like 5'5".
Okay, so you are
I-
probably sunk up to, like, your chest.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you're
6'8".
You're 6'8", so you're probably a little bit higher up, but you guys are both, like, your feet, waist are sunk in quicksand right now
Oh.
around this
Cool.
creature. And you're considered restrained currently.
What if I
Great.
can walk on lava?
You can
Does that do anything with quicksand?
you can walk on, well, it says lava, not quicksand.
Okay, surfaces. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, this is a non-Newtonian fluid.
Yeah.
You were standing
Hold
still.
on. But she has slow fall, so technically she wouldn't fall as fast in the sand, right?
Wow.
Well,
True story.
It's not technically falling. You're still you're still touching the ground.
Okay.
Nice try, though.
You're
Nice
the,
try,
you're
everybody.
the bottom of a
one
frappuccino getting
shot.
sucked up a straw.
And we're restrained, you said? Sorry.
Yeah, restrained.
Okay.
So all the rules with restrained apply to you at this point. And that ends the lair action. Because those are the only 2 in the range of where the sand is located. So, Callista, that brings us to you.
Okay. First, as a bonus action, I'm going to turn into an earth elemental.
Okay.
Then, as my action, well, I'm first going to move 5 feet forward, and then as my action, I'm casting Blight because I can do that now.
Oh, Blight. Nice.
Yep.
So what is the saving throw for Blight?
That is a saving throw, a 20 con save.
Con save. Okay. Constitution.
Gnome plants have disadvantage on it?
Let me check.
Good question.
I think so.
Yes, they have disadvantage, and then they'll it deals the maximum damage to it if it's a plant.
Okay, he rolled a 16.
That is a fail.
He's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Ooh.
Okay,
Does
so
it-
he's still gonna take half.
To take half? Okay.
So it'll be. Math.
Math. Dungeons and Dragons and calculators and...
Cast it at
Yeah.
normal level, it would be 64.
Hmm?
If you cast it at normal level, it would be 64 damage max.
No, I did at 5th level.
Okay, so that'd be 9, so that'd be 72.
72 halved?
Yeah, so 72, and then if he made the save half. So
Yep,
36.
divided by 2. Okay. So that'd be 36.
36 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, you guys can see
then-
Callista kind of reach out towards the creature. Does Blight have, like a visual? Like, is there, like, something that...
I imagine...
Because I don't think you cast this very much.
This is probably the first time she's
Yeah.
actually used it, because it makes her uncomfortable to use it, but this seems appropriate.
Yeah, yeah.
She probably, especially in like, you just see her giant elemental form like dig her hands into the ground, and you watch as like a funnel of let's call it like a dark purple light
Mm-hmm.
travels from her hands to the creature, and it just starts to suck the energy back into the ground.
Oh, nice. Love that. Great visual. And then you wanted to turn into an earth elemental?
I turned into an earth elemental first, and then I cast
Oh,
this.
Nice. If you want to
And
drag
so
an
for
earth
my
elemental token
movement-
on there, you can.
Yes,
that way
I'm
you'll
going
have
to
that
do
there.
that right
Mhm.
now. Whoop. There he is.
There you are.
There you are. So he was up there. And as my movement, I'm going into the earth, Meech.
Oh, you're gonna burrow down under?
Yep.
Okay. Are you like how far are you moving?
Probably to about here.
Oh, interesting point. As you're burrowing and you get closer to the creature,
Mm-hmm.
you start to run into gemstones.
Hmm.
Lots of them.
Damn. Noted. Most will remember
Got a
this.
horde.
Right
Got a
on
horde
screen.
underground.
Mm-hmm.
You got an idea like that little slimy rock pedestal that he's standing on?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's got stuff buried underneath
All right. This is his horde. I got you.
it. All right, excellent. So that ends Callista's turn, bringing us to Chendrucash.
Oh god.
Let's see what I'm gonna do here. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make good on this one thing that I forgot about. So Ashlyn, Silver, and Callista. Because you guys are within 30 feet when you ended your turn, I need you guys to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I haven't ended my turn. I haven't went yet.
True. Yeah, you haven't went yet, so don't worry about your Silver. But Ashlyn and Callista will have to make this check.
18.
Or rather, worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna come up eventually.
Yeah.
Unless this is a spell magical effect, it's 18.
18. Okay, that's a success.
Okay.
Higher than that, I can't hear you, Kristy. You're muted, I think, in Discord.
You're muted.
23.
Success.
Nice.
I have a +5.
All right, you guys do unfortunately suffer half the amount of damage though. So
Oh no.
let me go ahead and just do this on my phone. It's easier that way.
That sounds like a lot.
It's not a ton, but it's just easier this way. So you guys are gonna take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay.
For making your saves. So I forgot that as I was looking through the sheet here, so I apologize. Let's see. All of a sudden, one of the vines that are hanging out of this creature whips down towards Silver. He's gonna make a vine attack against
It's a disadvantage because my displacer cloak.
Currently, it doesn't appear that your displacer cloak is working.
Dang it! All right. I was hoping he wasn't looking at me.
Because he's looking in that direction.
Yeah.
So basically, Silver, Diana, Vic, and Vix, you guys don't really feel your full self right now. Hey, thank you so much, Derek, for the subscription. We appreciate that.
What?
It came in.
Dan on the
Oh,
moon.
Dan on the
hi,
moon.
Dan.
It said,
I was gonna say, wait, what?
Dan on the moon's coming in and giving out
Dan, thank you.
gifting subscriptions. Thank you, Dan. We do appreciate
I
you, buddy.
appreciate it.
Dan on the moon, good friend.
Yes, Dan's great.
So this vine attack is coming in, and actually probably would make it have advantage because you are currently restrained.
Restrained. Correct.
All right, so here comes that attack. Didn't roll too well. That's a 17.
That hits me.
That hits you. Oh.
It's 17 AC.
Okay, you are going to take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
And you are now currently grappled and restrained by the vine. As it wraps
Awesome.
around. And he's almost like lifting you out of the sand.
Oh.
And
That's useful.
holding you just out in front of its eye. Okay? So that's its first go, it can make up to 3 attacks of its choice. So it's also going to rip one of the big stones out from underneath it. It's going to whip a stone towards Diana.
You're muted, Sauce.
I know. I know. Good thing I was too, because I screamed.
Now, I also want to make this note. If you have things that are boosting your armor class that are magical, and you're standing in the aura of this eye, which would be Silver, Diana, and Vix, it would change your armor class to be the lower of the... It would take away your plus bonuses to your armor, because your magical armor effect does not work. Oh, we've got another subscription coming through. Dan on the Moon gifting some subscriptions.
Funny.
Thank you, Dan on the Moon.
8 by 8.
So currently, your armor class goes down by 2 because you have a breastplate plus 2.
Yeah.
So it's your AC is 16.
What about the
currently.
shield?
The shield's
The
not
shield isn't
magical.
magical.
Didn't you get a magical shield from that elf? Didn't you get like a +2
Yeah.
shield?
If she did, it's not on her sheet.
Oh, okay, I thought you were given a shield. I thought I could.
I think someone was given a shield, but I don't think I took it.
Oh,
I
Dan
think
on the
it might be
Moon,
someone
you are
else's
awesome.
possession.
Dan on the Moon is gifting everybody some subscriptions tonight.
That's so sweet.
We got like 4 subscriptions coming in from Dan on the Moon, gifted subscriptions. Thank you, Dan. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, that +2 shield is somewhere. It's somewhere in our party.
It's been lost within
I-
the character sheets.
Not with me though.
We need
not
to put
right
it on
now.
your character sheet if you have that.
Zoss,
It's going to be in the bag.
this
hold.
stone comes flying at you with a 25 to hit.
Oh.
I believe that's gonna hit you.
It misses.
You
No,
take
I'm
you
kidding,
take
it hits.
28 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact.
Woo. Also, Kristy, just to let you know, whatever my my health is on that is not accurate. I tried to bump
figured.
it. Yeah.
I figured.
And-
Yeah. D&D Beyond likes to bump it down. I don't know why. Does it to me too.
Oh, bump it down? I thought it bumped it up. I thought that I was at 117 prior, and then I did like 7 more hit points when I leveled up.
It says
It puts
it,
you to at-
you're at
it puts you to
142.
I'm
120, 139.
My
Are
AC
you-
confuses me. Not AC, health. Anyways, -25.
Molfin, you notice another eye pop open on the tree stalks above, the branches above. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Strength, I got this one. Wolfen strong. Oh, I lost my character sheet.
Oh no.
Wolfen strong, but not bright.
That's why I wrote mine down.
19?
19 succeeds. You feel this sensation come over you that seems like it's almost... It's like you're being pulled, drawn towards the creature, but you resist and you hold your ground. And
Leave the hell alone.
that's the end of its turn, which will bring it to Mila's turn.
Run,
Hi.
Mila! Run!
She does exactly that. She looks...
Mila, you coward.
She looks at you yelling run, and it's kind of just like there's some hesitation with her as she looks back between you and Chendrucash, and she starts
We're
to
friends! I'll protect you!
she starts to run, and you see her disappear into a tree.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Alright.
Gotta come out of a tree and kill somebody.
No, she's
Right.
That's funny that you
I
say
trust
that,
her.
Wolfen, because the tree
No!
the tree that you're standing behind, it appears that a dryad pops out of it and runs right towards you with this strange club that seems to be gnarled and wrapped in vine, and goes to try to slug you over your head with it.
Is it her?
Kind of looks like her. From what you
No.
can see. I mean,
The betrayal.
Oh,
There's
who
nothing
could
but an
have
honorable
seen
betrayal.
this coming?
Top
Who
10
would
anime
have
betrayals.
thought? No one in this party suspected.
only rolls an 8
this.
to hit you, Molfin.
That is gonna miss.
That's gonna miss. She uses the rest of her movement to kind of move behind this tree. Also,
Sure,
She's
she's-
brainwashed. Don't kill
Is she
her,
moving
please.
out of my range?
yeah. So you can make an attack if you'd like to.
Yes, I'm going to, and because I have this feature and I don't use it, actually, let me just make sure what it says. Let me make sure. Oh, with that, which has a casting time of 1 action. Yeah. As she's running away, because I have Forecaster, I'm going to cast a spell on her.
Okay, sure. What would you like to
I
cast?
can't reach him.
And
I was gonna counter spell. I can't reach him.
Don't hurt Mila.
The way that Vix rides and dies for Mila.
It's a 60-foot. Damn it.
That's the only limitation of
What?
counterspell is that range.
yeah. Just real quick, is she just charged up? Is this Mila? Is Molfin's looking at her?
You would have to use an action to perceive.
Okay. Yeah, Molfin doesn't care enough to. Okay, Molfin is.
That should be a
Molfin is going
t-shirt.
to-
That should be your next t-shirt. Molfin doesn't care enough.
Yeah.
Molfin don't care enough to check. Yeah, so it's actually it's an attack roll to make it. I'm going to try to cast Vampiric Touch on her.
Okay, you got it. Go for it.
The full t-shirt needs to be, is this a friend or an enemy? Molfin doesn't care to check.
I don't think that's going to hit. 15?
Misses. You reach out, and
Okay.
she's a lot quicker than you realized. And she seems to run back
Alright.
behind the tree and just kind of huddle behind it on the other side of it. But then you also notice on the tree to just in the distance, another one runs out of a tree and runs towards you and does the same thing and tries to attack you. That's going to miss as well.
It's not her. It's the other 2 Dryads that disappeared.
She has 10 more feet of movement, so she's going to move back here, and you already used your reaction, so you can't take a reaction against her. Diana,
Yes.
this tree next to you?
Oh no, I thought it was my turn.
This is in my way. This tree next to you, a Dryad runs out of it, runs towards you, and tries to make an attack against you.
Okay.
My goodness, I'm rolling like crap with these
God.
Dryads.
Oh, thank God.
14?
Misses.
Still gonna miss even with all your armor minuses? Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, it's only -2.
Got it. And she's got enough movement to move away from you, so if you would like to make an attack of opportunity, you could.
Oh yes, I would. I hit her with my mace.
All right, you got it.
Oh, play with me. I've been waiting to hit you. Not that eagerly, apparently. 16.
16 hits.
Yes.
Roll damage.
That's 7 plus 9, right? That's what 7 plus 9 is, right?
Sounds right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 7 plus
Okay.
9, 16.
Thank you so much. I don't trust myself with quick math. Alrighty. I hit her for 1d6 plus 3. Alrighty. 5.
Oh yeah. For some reason, like our cameras. Oh no, our cameras are fixed. Never mind. Sorry about that,
They
Dan on the
popped for a
moon.
minute when Ashton broke.
Yeah, we got it. We got it figured
5.
out. 5?
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you pumping any charges
Yup.
into that, or are you just letting it go?
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna
Okay.
save the charges for the big guy.
Okay. Yeah, you slam, you see some pieces of bark kind of like fall off of her as she runs back away and you slam
Ooh.
into the back of her. and she hides and ducks behind this other tree. Vix, you see... I shouldn't have put that on that layer. It's going to be a pain in the butt. I'm just going to have to do that manually. The tree over to your right, Vix, a Dryad runs out of it with a gnarled club and tries to hit you with it.
Is it Mia or Mila? Is it Mila?
You don't know. You would have to use a perception check on your turn to determine how quickly this is all happening.
Because if she disrespects me like this...
you just watched some other Dryad run up and try to hit Diana, and as it ran away, Diana just clubbed her on the back with her mace. And you could see...
They all look the same.
They strangely enough, they kind of do. They kind of do. This one rolls...
That's a little, you know, that's a little racist.
That's only a 7 to hit you.
No!
I don't think a 7 is going to hit you. So she misses.
They all have the same token.
And she's going to...
Oh, Dryads.
She's going to run away from you. So if you'd like to make an attack of opportunity, you can.
I'm going to stab them.
Okay.
That's a natural 19, so that's
that's
28.
That's going to hit. Absolutely.
That's with... Am I still in the anti-magic thing?
You are.
Okay, so my dagger would probably be a regular dagger now?
Regular dagger.
Okay.
Unless it's an artifact, it's regular.
If I'm still in the anti-magic thing, then my +3 goes away from my...
Yeah, so it'll only be a
Just a
2
thermal.
points of damage, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
And the charges wouldn't work either then.
Yeah, the charges wouldn't have worked, you're right.
Yeah.
Good call.
7 points of stabby stab damage.
7 points of stabby stab? Alright. As she is stabbed running away. I'm sorry to try to do these hit points, but Roll20 is deciding it wants to be extremely slow and not click on things. I'll do it manually for now until it kicks back in. There we go. Ah, yes, the joys of technology. Alright, that ends the Dryad's turn, bringing us to Diana Lionheart.
Woo! Okay. So, I had a plan, and then I remembered the anti-magic field, and now the plan is gone. Diana will, how far away are, Ashlyn and, Silver?
Ashlyn and Silver. Silver's about 20 feet away from you, in front of you, and Ashlyn looks to be about 50 feet away from you.
Okay. Silver is the one that I can reach, so I will rush up to Silver, and he's wrapped up in quicksand and vines.
He's actually been pulled out of the sand now, and he's wrapped up in one of these vines. It's like holding him in front of the creature, about 10 feet away.
Okay. I would like to try to free him somehow. Do I need to like hit the vines?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I will hit the vines and try to get Silver out. Oh.
What are you doing to
Okay.
hit the vines? Like, what are you using?
I'm gonna take. I'll use my Fist of Tharmon.
So you're using
to
your
hit
mace?
them.
You're stepping
Yeah.
closer? You'd have to go into the sand area to do that.
Oh. Okay, good point, good point.
You would
So there's
you would
no
see
way for-
this. Like, in order to get to him, you have to go into the quicksand.
So there would be no way for me to, like, reach out. Okay.
Mm-mm.
And I can't use anything magical.
Well, you can move and you can try somewhere else.
Yeah, you could try to get out of the zone.
It seems like Molfin isn't
I-
having a problem casting spells where he is, from what you can see on the battlefield.
Okay, so from what I'm theorizing, from what I am theorizing, then it isn't that the aura negates magic within it; it's that it negates spell casting.
It's what you feel like is it's all magical things. Like it
Yeah,
negate
all of your items are off.
all of
too.
your items are off. All of your spell casting is off. Anything that requires
Diana, it seems
But
like
if I
it's whatever
see-
he's
yeah.
looking at. So if you go to where he's not looking at you, your things might come back. It's because you're in his
Okay.
eyesight.
All right, then I will try to get out of his eyesight, I guess, wherever I can get to that within 30 feet.
Okay, do you want to move to the left towards like where Callista and Molfen were, or do you want to move to the right and kind of go around the other side of the grove?
I will go to the right and flank.
Flank, okay. You're gonna use your whole movement?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Am
probably
I-
a
do
good
I think
place
I'm out of-
right there, Kristy. I think that's you doing the measurement, maybe. Whoever was doing that measurement, yeah.
She is muted, so.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so you
Got
move to
it.
the right, and
Yeah.
whatever you'd like to try, it's up to you.
I'm not burning this spell slot that I was going to burn. I'll throw a tester spell out there. I shall cast, I'll just cast Guiding Bolt. Kristy, you have my sheet. Does Guiding Bolt is 60 feet range?
Yeah, Guiding Bolt will definitely hit him right here.
Alrighty. Cool. I will cast Guiding Bolt at him at first level.
I think you have to make a spell attack on Guiding Bolt. So you'll roll your
I
die,
believe
your
so.
d20, and add your spell attack modifier.
Guiding bolt is 120 feet, so you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yay! May I roll better on this one?
Your spell attack's a plus 11.
Oh yeah. That's a 25.
25. So as you begin to cast the spell, you see your divine light begin to glow, and it does make its way to the target and direct hit on the side.
Yes.
So you can roll your damage for Guiding Bolt.
Woohoo! That's a D8.
You're casting it at first level?
Yeah.
It's like 4d6,
That's
right?
46.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does it add
What the heck?
spellcasting modifier to it as well, or just 4d6?
No, just 46.
Okay, gotcha.
Alrighty, that's 5 so far.
Guiding Bolt
and
is such a
then
good low-level spell.
7.
Really is.
I mean, that damage output is great.
12.
12 points of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
I can't mark off your spells on your character sheet, but
I have it marked on my
Okay.
notebook.
All right, so this
Alrighty.
beaming light shifts over towards Chendrucash, and you can see him kind of shift just a bit as some of that divine light seems to sear off some of the bark from his side. Is that end your turn, Diana?
That does indeed end my turn.
Okay. Riled, kind of getting an idea from what you guys are doing, is going to make his way back over. He's going to actually go with Diana, seeing that Diana is moving in the opposite direction of everyone else. He'll move his full movement 30 feet out around the edge there. He's going to attempt to cast a spell as well. And as he does, you guys see two massive spiders start to emerge out onto the battlefield. One of them kind of emerges right out in front of you, Diana, as it magically coalesces. The other one magically coalesces, and as it does, it seems to almost immediately dissipate. And he's like, I misjudged a little. And he looks around, and it seems like he's right on the edge of this magical field. So the creature that he tried to like formulate over there vanishes, but the other one is still out there. And that will end Ryld's turn, bringing us to Vix.
Okay. All right. So I see that Diana ran that way. She could cast spells over there. I feel very betrayed. My trust has been lost. I'm gonna run this way. 5, 10, 15. And I'm gonna try to fly once I get like by the spider.
Okay, immediately as soon as you run kind of in front of the spider, you sink 2 feet
All right.
into sand. So
I cannot be restrained magically. Is it magic restraint?
No, it's like quicksand.
It's regular restraint.
Yeah.
Can I fly out of it? No.
Are you? Oh, you flying?
I was trying to
yeah,
fly.
yeah, you fly. Yeah, you fly over top.
But
Yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Sorry, I
like,
just saw
I
you
was
move over
trying
there,
to-
and I missed that part. So yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to fly whenever I got out of the magic zone. So I was like,
You
boots.
basically, as soon as you got to the part where you started to sink, your boots kicked back in, and you flew right out of the quicksand. So you were just like barely on the edge.
Okay, so now that I'm flying,
Mm-hmm.
I was here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Uh-huh.
Flying in the air probably like 10 feet, I assume, by like diagonal velocity. I don't know. I'm gonna try to stab it.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Please. Okay, 17 plus 9 is a number for sure.
Yeah, that hits.
26, I think.
Oh yeah.
So I need the creature to make a DC 16 con save.
DC 16 con save. Oh, and do me a favor. Well, actually, I'll do it after this. DC 16 con save.
Yes.
That is an 18.
Okay, so he saves on the extra poison damage. I'm also gonna pump my psychic blades into this.
Oh, there you go.
So that is 6 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
11 points of poison damage, and then oh gosh, numbers 90. 28 psychic damage.
28 psychic damage. Nice.
And I don't really have any movement left. I mean, I could, but I'd get hit, so I'm just gonna stay.
Okay. So
guess.
let's do this. I need for Vix, Diana, and Riled, and the giant spider. Well, no, the giant spider didn't actually take its turn yet. So Vix, Diana, and Riled need to make a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Oh,
Riled is gonna fail.
I'm gonna fail too. That's a 6.
6. That's gonna be a fail.
I rolled an 11, so I believe that is also a fail.
You rolled an 11 or
Or no, I'm sorry, 11 total.
11 total? Okay, that's all failures. So all of you take 17 points of necrotic damage as you feel the life force being sucked from you from being within proximity of this creature. And that'll bring us to at the end of Vix's turn. Chendrucash is going to use a legendary action to do another... Actually, seeing that Ashlyn behind him is restrained, is going to make a slam attack against Ashlyn. Because Ashlyn is restrained, it will be made with advantage as it slams down on her. That is a natural 20.
Ooh. For what?
So that is going to be 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As it slams down on top of basically your torso sticking out of the quicksand. this
Have
massive
just
root.
16 though, right?
Haft.
Have just 16. Yeah, 16.
Hey, Ashlyn, you sound a little quieter far away. It's hard to hear you.
Sorry, can you hear
There
me
you go.
now?
Thank you.
Okay. So have just 16, so I'll take that.
What makes it have for you?
Cause I'm invisible.
Oh, it would have been a straight roll then.
Oh.
I'll re.
He's invisible half damage.
It's the monk thing.
Oh,
She's
weird.
resistance to all magical or
Yeah,
all bludgeoning, piercing,
the
and
real
slashing.
the real roll of that would have been a 24.
That will not hit if I use my reaction.
Okay, you're gonna use your reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so it slams down beside you. So don't worry about that damage. It slammed down beside you. I
Okay.
forgot that you were invisible. I apologize.
Yes.
That brings us to Silver.
Okay, so first, going to rage.
Yeah.
Okay, bonus action rage. You got it. Silver screams out in anger.
And then I'm assuming to break free of the restrain is action, correct?
It does cost an action to try to break it. Yeah.
Okay, so what check is that? Is that going to be athletics?
Let me double check. It does. It usually says under the effect. Let me double check. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, it's a strength check.
Just a strength check, or
Yeah.
can I use
It's
athletics?
strength for this. Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. Well, this is going to suck then. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of it.
You do have advantage because
I
advantage.
get advantage.
Raging.
I only have a +1, though.
Yeah, but your advantage.
Yeah, don't forget you got that advantage.
11.
Unfortunately, 11 is not going to enough to muscle your way out of this one. With your movement being 0,
that's all I can
that's
do.
all you can do. I do need to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
20.
20 success. So you are going to only take half damage.
And then I have that because I'm resistant to necrotic
Okay, so
while raging.
6 points of necrotic damage then.
That's total? Okay.
Total, yep. With all your halves and quarter, it would have quartered it. Okay, so that brings us to the top of the second round. The giant spider actually gets to act and is going to crawl over here, approach next to the creature, and go ahead and just make a bite attack against the creature. Natural 20. Oh man, look at that.
Let's go, Spider.
Ryald's friends. So let me just go ahead and roll these out here. Boom. 14 points of damage. And it needs to make a saving throw really quick. Oh yeah, it's gonna make that save. And Molfin, you are going to be on deck.
Yep.
Whoa! It would have been 24 points of poison damage. Half to 12. Molfin, you're up. As the spider's gnawing on this tree over there by Vix. Actually, when the spider moved in, though, spider would have been... It's still under that effect. It would have sunk 3 feet. Spider's disappearing under the sand. I keep forgetting about that zone.
Molfin's going to look over real quick. How rough is Silver looking?
I'm fine.
Yeah, nobody really looks hurt. They just look like trapped,
resistant to all
trapped or
damage now, too.
restrained or You're resistant to all damage now too?
Except for psychic. Yeah.
I'm resistant to
bear
everything
barbarian.
except for force.
Totem
So,
barbarians are the best.
That's amazing. That's amazing. High level D&D, folks.
Well, technically, that's only a 3rd level barbarian ability.
Yeah.
You're Molfin's been leaning on it. He's going to do it. Molfin is going to pointing to, and I actually put a little dot pointing to a point just at the border of the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Molfin is going to start sort of gesturing wildly, reaching up and pulling down. And Molfin is going to cast Meteor Storm.
God!
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Unfortunately,
There's going to be a lot of people in that zone.
Yeah.
that's it. Well, no, because where I'm aiming it over at this, that's not the right thing. I'm aiming it like right over here.
Okay.
Oh.
So the
Legitimately
only
just
people
hitting
it's
me.
gonna hit is going to be the big thing, the 2 Dryads in silver, because Callista is underground.
True. Yeah. All right. So
And as
silver.
Molfin is casting this, is going to look over at Silver and scream, "I have faith you can take this." And I'm going to burn one of my portents to gift him a nat 20.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
So that
So I
he
take
makes
half
his
of half.
saving throw.
Oh, wow. Look
Nice.
at that.
Oh.
Nice, Molvin. Okay. So what's the saving throw for Meteor Storm? Is it Dex?
That is a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, man.
DC 19. Oh, yeah, dexterity DC 19.
Oh, boy. Chendrucash is going to fail. He's going to spend a legendary resistance to succeed instead. The 2 Dryads that are in that. Oh, boy. I don't even know if I even need to roll dexterity. That's a fail. That's a fail.
I'm just going to send this to roll 20 because I am not rolling 40d6.
Oh
That's a lot of
my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
So that is 56 points of fire damage
Okay. Oh.
and 89 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm just gonna take these 2 Dryads off the board as they are burned up and annihilated from that.
So, Silver, that would be for you. That's 88 down to 44, down to 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 56 down to 28, down to 19 points of fire.
Okay, so both of those are halved if they succeed. Is that correct?
Yep.
So it'd be 20.
So it's if it's halved, it's going to be 44 bludgeoning and 28. Yeah, 28 fire.
44 bludgeoning. You said 28 fire?
28 fire.
It's funny, Molfin, you notice as the fire begins to hit and erupt across the tree's body, it seems to ignite it a little bit. And it seems to, as it's moving and shifting and dodging these meteors that are coming, it's almost as if like the stalactites from the ceiling are breaking apart, engulfing in flame, and then slamming down in this grove on the edge. It seems as if the fire does the trick.
Molfin is gesturing wildly, looking for Callista, being like, "I told you to fire in the forest."
But yeah, the meteor's crashing down to the ground. Callista, you can feel the rumble above you. Something big is happening. Anything else you'd like to do, Molfin?
And Molfin is going to take a couple of steps towards this individual. Bonus action Misty Step again. And then use the last couple of feet of my movement to get over here.
Oh, I forgot. El Wee Wee would have taken his turn at the end of the round. All he did was run behind a tree and duck and cover on his turn. So that's all he's doing.
Love him.
But
Damn it, I was hoping he was going
God
to
love him.
Molfin, you moved over there.
Yeah, so basically I moved to the Dryad, teleported, and then finished my movement.
Okay, got it. Perfect. That will bring us to... At the end of Molfin's turn, Chendrucash is going to use his last legendary action to do another random eye ray. And fire it at Molfin again.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Because that ticked it off. Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw this time, Molfin.
Wisdom? This is magic?
Wisdom.
Oh, I like that because I get advantage on those.
I'm rolling all the rays at random, so...
I might be boned. Second, I can't remember what my wisdom save is. Please be high. Please be high.
I'm sure it's pretty high.
It is. I don't think it's high enough, though. 17.
17 succeeds.
Thank God.
But Molfin, let me see. You 10, 20. Oh, you're just out of range of the aura, so you do not have to make a saving throw at the end of your turn. That
Molfin's afraid of getting caught in that anti-magic field.
That's right. Okay, Ashlyn, you're up.
How do I break restraint? You said I forget if
Wait, let me look at the rules of quicksand again. I have
Yeah.
them right here in front of me.
Okay.
When a creature enters a sink 1d4, become restrained. At the start of each creature's turn, it sinks another 1d4 feet. So before you get to go, you sink another 3 feet. So you're now under the
buried.
sand. You're buried under the
Okay.
sand. So now you are not only restrained, but you are blinded. You are suffocating. And you guys watched Ashlyn disappear. Well, you didn't because, well, the only of those who have true sight can see her.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know that she's in the quicksand.
No, you don't.
And I don't know if Silver would know. He's the only other one with true sight, but he's on the other side. Of
I'm on the other
giant
side, yeah.
creature.
I can't move anyways.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can try to get out of the quicksand on my turn, or is that like an impossible thing?
It says that another creature can try to pull you out, but they have to use their action to attempt to do so, which is going to be difficult because they're going to have to do it from a distance because they would have to walk onto the quicksand to get to you.
Okay. Is there anything I can do?
You can try to pull yourself out. I would say it's going to be a very difficult strength check.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll try anything at this point.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a make a strength check for me. This is just brute strength trying to reach up and pull yourself out.
An 11.
You're still under there, Ashlyn.
Okay.
The struggling seems to make it worse.
I know that I am. No, I can't do anything. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
I'll kick around because I saw Callista go under.
You guys,
so maybe she'll sense me.
Molfin, you and Callista. Callista, you can feel like a weird vibration going through this liquidy kind of dirt that you're underneath. And Molfin, you saw, because you have true sight, you saw her disappear under the surface, and you can see the
I
struggling.
have tremor sense,
Yeah,
so I can sense her.
You can sense her. You can feel it.
You're probably deaf then.
Yeah, truth, yeah. Alright, that will bring us to the lair action, which 3 of those trees on the back side, their eyes pop open. And they start looking around the area. One is going to target Diana, one is going to target Molfin, one is going to target Vix. So the first one's going to target Diana. And Diana, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Ooh,
It's not my
okay.
strong suit. I can't make saves to
Is-
save my life.
Molfen, I need a
Is this-
Constitution save
You're a
from
plus
you.
11.
Okay.
Ooh, con save.
Con save from
Is
Molfen.
this a charisma based thing? Like, is he trying to charm me? I mean, not charisma, sorry, charm.
It is a charm effect.
So you have advantage, yeah.
Yeah. And I need a strength save from Vix.
Are you kidding? I can't make that. There's no way.
Pretty sure
Alright,
I'm
you got
doing
a 28.
28 succeeds.
25.
25 succeeds.
12.
12 is a failure. So, Diana, as this tree on the outskirts kind of looks at you, you feel like as if you're being drawn into this tree form, this Chendrucash, and you think you almost feel like your will be taken over, but you quickly fight it, and your distrust of the Dryads this whole time has led you to believe that this is not a good place. And you were right the whole time, Diana. You were right.
I was right the whole time.
And
Confirmation bias.
And your strength of confirmation affirms that you will not be charmed by this creature.
Not.
And
You can't get me.
yeah, that's right. Molfen, you have the feeling like you're starting to like tighten up a little bit, but you push that off as it feels like your muscles are being restrained in some way. Vix, all of a sudden you begin to move.
It ain't so.
And seeing that you are like trying to flap your like fly over to it, you're actually pulled back out over towards this tree as some force is grabbing you and yanking you back.
That's rude.
And you are technically restrained by this.
Wait, is this magic?
It is magic.
I can't be restrained by magic.
Okay, what makes it that you can't be restrained by magic?
My ring of free action.
Okay. Well, it can still move you, but you are not restrained.
Right.
So it will move you, but you do not have the restrained condition.
That's good enough
All right.
for me.
Yeah. And that is the end of that lair action. Bringing us to Callista.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna move over to Ashlyn, underneath Ashlyn. And I'm going to just come up with her legs like on my shoulders. So I'm gonna come up from the ground and hope that pushes her up.
Awesome. Yes. Ashlyn, you guys, well, only Molfen can see this. You guys, Molfen, you see the earth elemental coming out of the quicksand, and Ashlyn's sitting like piggyback on the earth elemental's shoulders as it rises out from the quicksand.
Am I still restrained?
You are not. You're now
In Primordial, I will say thank you, Callista.
I got you.
You are now on the solid ground of Callista the Earth Elemental.
As an action, I'm going to cast Firestorm in a pillar of 10-foot cubes on this thing.
Oh boy. How many can you cast?
Yeah, effects.
It can't be upcast. It's 7d10
7d10
fire damage. So it's a dex save of 20.
Dex save of 20.
In Primordial, you probably hear an old gnome screaming behind you, "Forest, burn the trees!"
Okay. It rolled a 10. So it's going to use its last legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Well, all right, burning through them.
Yep.
1, 2. calculator.
That's where I'm at too.
Yeah. When it's too many damn dice to roll.
Yeah. There's one more. That is 57 fire damage, half to 26.
Okay. You don't have to half that.
56?
Just 57 total?
Yeah, 57.
57 fire damage as this thing starts to burn up in this these pillars of fire that seem to descend down, brightening the grove as they consume this creature. You can hear it starting to roar out. What are you doing? As it's looking all around, the fire and the flames burning through the middle of the grove. Looks pretty hurt.
Cool, I'm just gonna sink back down, but keep Ashlyn above with my, with my body and be like, hang out!
It's like when you're in the swimming pool with your best friend on your shoulders and you just like boom.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Sorry, are they really having a chicken fight?
That's it. It's a chicken fight.
They're
They're having a chicken fick with a Chendrucash here. That's it. All right. So it's now Chendrucash's turn. He gets all his legendary actions back at the start of his turn. Oh, and I need Earth Elemental Callista to make a Constitution saving throw for me as well at the end of your turn.
Me?
Yes. You are within 30 feet of him when you ended your turn.
Sorry, I'm yelling at my cat.
Is that okay?
Dirty 20. 15 plus 5.
That's going to be a success. So you take 7 points of necrotic damage. 7. All right. We've got more rays coming at you guys. First thing it's going to do is the creature shifts around to face the opposite direction it was facing before. It uses its movement to turn around. So it's looking in the direction of Ashlyn, the Earth Elemental, and Molfen. So question for you, Callista. When the anti-magic field gets in your zone, would you cease to be an Earth Elemental?
That is a question because 1, I'm underground. 2, my shape change is an inherent skill. It's not a casting of a spell. So, but I don't know how you would rule that if it's like a magical inherent skill.
Does it say that you magically change into, like in the rule book, does it say magically change? Because I think wild shape is a magical transformation. I think it specifically says
probably, yeah.
Magic.
Let me check.
Because it might affect your ability to take that form if you're in the zone.
Yes, magically assume the shape.
Magically assume the shape. So it is a magical effect then.
Yes.
I would say,
does it go through the ground?
Well, but you would, in order to hold Ashlyn there, like still some of you would be showing probably. She's like sitting on your shoulder. So I would say that you come out of your Earth Elemental form and you are just Callista now holding Ashlyn. That's a real chicken fight. That's a real chicken fight. And now that zone feels as if their abilities are kind of falling short.
Question, like mechanical question. Does that like turn it off completely, or is it like Molfin's that when you leave it automatically reactivates and so like the hit point maximum doesn't change?
Well, the hit point maximum changes right now, but the minute you find the edge of that
the damage
border,
that I've already taken, I mean, in my previous form.
I would say no. I would say just leave it the way
it would
it's almost as if like you're still, I think it's like you're still concentrating on the spell, but when you walk I don't know. How would you roll that, Matthew? Does it mean it just dissipates it all together? Like even if you're concentrating on something?
I would say exactly as you're sort of going through it. It's right now. Basically, he looked past her.
It just
she's her.
suppresses it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then, but if he turns his eyes away, she just pops back exactly as
back
she
exactly
was.
like you were.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And,
That's what I
would
wanted to
say
know.
Any damage, if she gets punched in the face now, Callista takes the damage, not the
Gotcha.
other fellow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's
I'm
what I
thinking,
wanted
too.
to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay,
too.
that's what I wanted to know.
Because
Thank you.
It's just suppressing the magical effect
Right.
as it goes. So.
Okay. Thank you.
You got it. Cool. I just want to make sure I was making a fair ruling on that. I want to make you guys feel like I want to make it challenging, but also make it to where you guys feel like I'm not listening to you. So, cool. That's the
I
first
love that you did that. That's kind of cool.
That's the first thing it does, and then it's going to go ahead and fire off 3 eye rays. The first one is going to go towards Diana, the second one to Vix, and the last one to Silver. So he's gonna.
Let's do it.
So Diana, you're first.
Go. Is it a charm effect?
This one is not. I need you to make a Constitution save. Diana?
Oh.
Vix, you are going to make a Constitution save, Vix.
Not gonna pass that, but all right.
Faith Vix.
Let's pass it.
Silver, you need to make a Wisdom save for me.
25.
25 is
Put my
success.
dice in timeout.
Uh-oh.
Baby squad failing.
13.
13 is going to be a fail. Vix?
8.
8 is going to be a fail. So Silver succeeds. Diana. Oh, goodness.
Oh god.
Diana, you feel the life force being sucked and siphoned out of you. You suffer 41 points of necrotic damage as your skin begins to start to pull tightly along your face and your veins and arteries begin to blacken. And you feel very tired and drained.
Oh my god.
Vix, you start to feel your muscles kind of tightened up a little bit. And then you just freeze.
Oh,
As
no.
you are considered paralyzed for 1 minute.
I can't magically be paralyzed because of my ring of free action.
Nice. That ring.
Let's go.
That ring came in
Let's
handy
go.
this encounter. Look at that.
Thanks, Callista.
You're welcome, Boo. I got
So
you.
it feels as
Triple
if it's trying
squad.
to paralyze you, but is unable to do so because of your ring. It begins to glimmer and glow and sparkle, and then you're reminded how wonderfully valuable that piece of jewelry is right at this moment.
That's the magic item I've ever had.
That was minus 41, correct? Sorry.
41 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
yes. As it seems to siphon
sweet.
and suck the life force out of you. That ends the creature's turn, bringing us to the Dryads go.
Oh god.
Molfin. I hate it for you, buddy, but that tree that you just stood next to, a Dryad just jumps right out of it and goes to smack you over the head with a club. It rolled pretty
Molfin, how are
good.
you
That's a
looking, bud?
19 to hit.
That
That will hit. Unfortunately, it doesn't get its bonus because it's currently in the field. So you only take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact. And it's going to pull out of your range. Did you want to make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, go for it.
I don't know if this is going to work on it or not, but I'm going to... Well, actually, let me make sure that you're okay with me attempting to do this. So, as it's running away, I want to try to jelly it, see if it's got bones in it. It's a melee attack to, if I connect it, if it has a skeleton, it does it.
Go for it.
I love that the verb of the spell is jellying.
Jellying.
I want to jelly this creature.
I wouldn't be able to do my thing. Dang.
You gonna try to counterspell him
Ooh,
again?
I don't-
No.
Guys.
I have a thing I can do when creatures die sometimes, or
What
humanoids.
is my... So unarmed is strength, right?
I believe so, yes. Strength.
Strength attack. Okay, 16?
16 hits. So
Okay,
you
so
reach
it needs
out.
to make a... if it has a skeleton, it needs to make a con save.
Okay, you reach out and you try to turn it to jelly. It seems just you pull a little bark off in your hands, and it does not seem to turn to jelly as it runs away.
Okay.
And it hides behind that tree that it kind of just like, it was weird. It was jumped out of the tree in midair with the club and just slammed down upon you. This one actually runs across and is going to try to hit you as well. Moving 20 feet. It's going to try to strike you with its club. It rolled the same number, 19 to hit.
I can't shield right now, so...
That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And she actually goes ahead and moves. She has 10 more feet of movement, so she's going to move kind of like tucking around this tree. And then this one runs up, 10, 15, 20, and tries to slug you with its club.
Oh no.
Very poor. That's only a 7.
That'll miss.
And it does the same thing, seeing that you were focused on the other one that was running away. It was like this happened instantaneously. The one jumps out, slams you. Another one comes in as you're reaching out to grab the other one and slams you on the side. The other one comes in, you dodge just barely out of the way as you have a little bit of bark in your hands from the one that you just tried to grab. As they're just running out there. Vix.
Hey.
One of them jumps out of the tree above you as you're kind of floating there, and is going to try to slam at you, but you're not restrained, so technically it doesn't have advantage.
Right.
You're still a little bit in the air, but it's kind of coming at you, like swatting you, like kind of like you're buzzing in through the air. That's going to be a 12 to hit. I don't think it's going to do it.
That doesn't.
So it misses,
hit.
and then kind of retreats back around the tree that it popped out of.
Can I stab it as
Sure.
it falls past me?
Sure. Go for it if you'd like to use your reaction.
Yeah, natural one.
I think that's Mila. I think it's Mila. I can't do it.
You hesitate just the slightest bit, thinking it's Mila, your best friend, a dryad of this underground forest, and you stop just barely of hitting this dryad as she moves her way behind the tree. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. Hey, why not? Why not? This one jumps out of this tree over here and runs towards Molfin. And goes to smack Molfin. Because Molfin's close to all of them.
Oh no.
That's only a 10 to
Wolfen
hit.
about to go dark side.
It's only a 10.
Molfin, that misses.
Gotcha. And it only has 5 feet of movement left, so it's just going to kind of drift back here. And that ends the Dryad's turn. At the end of the Dryad's turn, Chendrucash is going to spend 2 legendary actions to do something. He's going to do a special ability called Siphon Life.
Oh god.
So everyone within 30 feet of Chendrucash, including Dryads. So Silver, the giant spider, Riled, Diana, Vix,
Okay.
Ashlyn, Callista, one of the Dryads. Molfin, you are out of range. Well, hold on a second. Because he's technically here. Yeah, Molfin, you're out of the way, out of the range. So 2 of the Dryads will be affected. Everybody else needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Like, we know how these go for me every
21.
single time.
Is this a magical effect?
It would be considered magical, yeah.
I don't even want to roll. 'Cause
Nice.
I know I'm gonna fail it.
Gotta roll it. He's gonna suck all your life out.
19.
I don't even know what my HP is at right now.
24.
You've only
Okay.
taken like one really big hit for 41. And then you get hit by one of the Dryads, I think, for 7.
19.
19?
Yeah.
19 is a success.
Oh, thank God.
Yay!
I was like, I can't afford it.
Was
I
that
can't afford to
was
get
that the
any more.
lowest roll we had?
14.
14. That will fail. Anybody have lower than a 14? Okay. Everyone who failed takes 16 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, it's not too bad.
So we had one Dryad that failed. Who's got a calculator handy?
I know what you got.
Okay, so I got 2 16s.
Wait, why did I hit the wrong thing? Okay, good. 2 16s.
2 16s.
Yep.
And then everyone else will take 8 points of necrotic damage. So that is...
I take 4
So Silver
because
takes...
I'm resistant to necrotic.
Silver takes 4. So write down
4.
write down 4 for me, Matthew.
Oh, I take 4 too because I'm resistant.
4 for Ashlyn.
Okay.
Callista, you take 8. So
Yep.
8 for Callista. Oh, okay.
8 for Diana.
Alrighty.
Let me roll for Riled too. Riled is going to take 16.
Okay.
Who else?
Anyone else?
Yeah, we got this giant spider. Let me see what he does too, because he counts.
8.
I was 16. I don't know if you got me.
16 for Vix. Did you already get?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did two 16s
You
at the
told me
beginning.
2 16.
Okay, yeah.
Giant spider is going to be another 14 as it dissipates.
Okay.
Can you total?
That's the last one.
That's the last one. Can you total all that together for me?
86.
86. So as the life force surrounding you guys begins to, you feel your life force being drained. It seems as if the creature in the middle is being revitalized. How much did you say that was, Matthew? Once again?
86 in total.
It heals 86 points of damage. As it seems to have its wounds begin to close. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh
of
no.
Kindred Lists.
No.
Oh.